Dear students, good morning. As we have planned yesterday, we will begin the fifth unit, that is the last unit of mine, in paper 5, right? Paper 5, common paper. In the common paper, unit 5, already we have completed 2 units, unit 3 and unit 4. You wrote a test on unit 3 yesterday, it is Laplace transform test, and majority of you have done very well. Happy about it. A few of you yet to post that photocopy of the answer sheets to the Google Classroom. Those who have not done it, please do it immediately. Okay. For those students who have done it well, really compliments to you, appreciation. You deserve appreciation. Fine. So we shall enter the last unit of paper 5, the common paper. That is unit 5, prime and maximal ideals. When you say that prime and maximal ideals, okay, let us have a quick recap of the definition of an ideal. What is an ideal? A non-empty subset I of a ring R. I is a subset of a ring R. A non-empty subset of a ring R is said to be an ideal of R. It is said to be an ideal of R if following two conditions are satisfied. What is the first condition? I is a subgroup of R under addition. I is a subgroup of R under addition. How to check this? In order to check this, I think we are very familiar with that job. For all A comma B belongs to I implies A minus B belongs to I. This is to prove that I is a subgroup of R under addition. Second one, for all, I do not know which letters you have been using. For all A belongs to I and R belongs to R implies product where R is on the left and R is on the right. R into A and A into R. Both the products belongs to I. RA for left ideal, AR for right ideal. RA for left ideal and AR for right ideal. Both the products belongs to I. Is it fine? Okay. Right. Both the products AR, RA belongs to I. So in order that I is an ideal of R, these two conditions are required. Okay. Entering into the last unit, unit 5, prime and maximal ideal. You know what is an ideal? Now let us study what is prime ideal today. Okay, maximal ideal, however, we will take up after an hour. Okay, maybe in the next session or the third session. We define a prime ideal. Just look at the definition. An ideal P not equal to R. An ideal P not equal to R, it is a proper ideal. P is a proper ideal of R. See, every ring has got two improper ideals. Every ring R has got two improper ideals or trivial ideals, namely R and set consisting of 0. This R is called unit ideal. Ideal consisting of 0 alone. It is called 0 ideal or null ideal. Null ideal or 0 ideal. Ideal generated by 1, that is the ring R itself. Unit ideal, it is called unit ideal because it is generated by 1. What do you mean by generated by 1? See, this is a notation we are using for generated. Ideal generated by 1, how do you read it? Ideal generated by 1. Ideal generated by 1 means every member of this set, generating set, it is a multiple of 1 for every x belongs to R. Right? You take ring of integers. Every integer is a multiple of 1. 0 is 0 into 1. 5 is 5 into 1. Right? Minus 5 is minus 5 into 1. Every integer is a multiple of 1. This situation we refer to as the ring is generated, Z is generated by 1. It is also generated by minus 1. You know why. Okay. So generated by 1 andre every member is a multiple of 1. Such an ideal is called unit ideal. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಝೀರೋ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಜನರೇಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಝೀರೋ. ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ರೀಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಐಡಿಯಲ್ ಜನರೇಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಝೀರೋ. Ideal generated by 0. This is a notation. Ideal generated by 0 ke notation within brackets or angular brackets or simple bracket you put. This is read as ideal generated by 0 or this is equivalent. Ideal generated by 0 andre every member of the ring should be a multiple of 0. How many are multiples of 0? Only one element, namely 0. 0 is a multiple of 0. Right? Can you say that 5 is 5 into 0? 5 into 0 is not 5. There is only one member, 0, which is a multiple of 0. So, ideal generated by 0 consists of only 0. It is called null ideal or 0 ideal. Ideal generated by 1 is precisely the entire ring, because every member of the ring is a multiple of 1. Every member of the ring can be written as a multiple of 1. So, ideal generated by 1 is nothing but the entire ring. Since it is generated by 1, it is called unit ideal. Generated by 0, it is called null ideal. Null ideal and unit ideal are the two improper ideals. Improper ideals or what is that? Trivial ideals. Improper or trivial ideals. Fine. So these are the two improper ideals. Every other ideal of a ring, every other is a proper ideal. Every other ideal is a proper ideal. There are only two improper ideals. You have studied that a field has got only improper ideals. A field F has got only improper ideals. On the F, zero. Simple ring ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ ನೀವು. Simple ring. Right? Simple ring. Refer back and check. Okay, I'll continue with the topic. Prime ideal. An ideal P not is equal to R. An ideal P not equal to R. In a ring R. An ideal in a ring R. Right? In a ring R. Is said to be a prime ideal. It is said to be a prime ideal. Prime ideal. Right? Of R. An ideal is said to be prime ideal of R if whenever the product A into B belongs to P, then this implies AB belongs to P implies either A belongs to P or B belongs to P. The prime ideal definition. Today we are starting with the definition of prime ideal. We will place one or two examples and one result, one theorem, one proposition. Okay. I repeat the definition. An ideal P not equal to R of a ring R is said to be a prime ideal when? It is said to be a prime ideal whenever the product A into B belongs to P implies either A belongs to P in the set, or B belongs to P. The prime ideal definition. Either A belongs to P or B belongs to P. We'll take an example. Ready? Take an example. Let R be a ring set, a ring of integers, Z. Ring of integers. How do you read it? Ring of integers. R is a ring of integers. Fine. Let capital P be equal to small p into Z, PZ. PZ ಅಂದ್ರೆ every member of this set is a multiple of P. Pk, where K is an integer. The set PZ, 2Z andre every member is a multiple of 2. 2Z andre all members of the form 2x, where x belongs to set. 3Z andre every member is a multiple of 3. 2Z, 3Z. The PZ andre every member is a multiple of P. Correct? That K is an integer. So, okay. Right? We assume that P is a prime number here. where P is a prime number. Where P is a prime number and assume ಮಾಡಿ. P is a prime number. Okay. What you would like to claim? You would like to claim that then P is a prime ideal of R. P is a prime ideal of R. This is what you would like to claim. Fine. If R is a ring of integers and P is a capital P is a set PZ, to mean every member is a multiple of P, where P is a prime number, P is a prime number, then capital P is a prime ideal of R. ಇದನ್ನು ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ನಾವು. ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡೋದಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? You have to prove that whenever the product A into B belongs to P, either A belongs to P or B belongs to P. This is what you have to prove. Okay? Check ಮಾಡೋ ಪ್ರೂಫ್ಗೆ. For if assume that the product belongs to P, for A comma B, right, belongs to R, or AB belongs to R, the product A into B belongs to P ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವು. What is P? Every member is a multiple of P. PZ. PZ ಅಂದರೆ each member is of the form PK, multiple of K, where K belongs to Z. Okay? Every member is a multiple of K. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, your AB, this product AB belongs to this set. If the product AB belongs to this set, your AB should be a multiple of P. This implies A into B should be a multiple of P. We write it as PK, where K belongs to Z. K belongs to Z. AB is a multiple of K. AB is a multiple of P. AB is a multiple of P. PK. You know the definition of divisibility? Does it not implies P divides AB? You have studied number theory, right? P divides AB ಅಂದರೆ ಅಂತ? P divides AB ಅಂದರೆ AB is equal to some P into K. Why 3 divides 21? 3 divides 21 because 21 can be written as some 3 into 7. Right? 3 divides 21. 3 divides 21 or 7 divides 21. Okay, 3 divides 21, 21 is some 3 into an integer. ಇಲ್ಲಿ P divides AB ಅಂದರೆ AB equal to P into K, where K belongs to Z. Okay, fine. P divides AB. You have studied in number theory. Whenever a prime number divides the product, this implies either P divides A or P divides B. Fine. A prime number P, if it divides AB, then P divides A or P divides B, since P is a prime number. P is a prime number. Since P is a prime number. P divides A or P divides B. What do you mean by P divides A? Illi nodi. Every member of PZ is a multiple of P. Right? If P divides A must be a multiple of P. That means, hold on, A is a multiple of P. If P divides A, this implies your A belongs to PZ. Right? A must be a multiple of P. A belongs to PZ. P divides B. That means B must be a multiple of P. It should be a multiple of P. Correct? 2 divides 8. 8 is a multiple of 2. 2 divides 8 ಅಂದರೆ 8 is a multiple of 2. 4 into 2. P divides A. Right? A belongs to PZ or P belongs to PZ. B belongs to PZ. Okay? What is PZ? PZ is nothing but the set P, which implies either A belongs to capital P, PZ ಅಂದರೆ P, or B belongs to P. Right? Thus you are proving that whenever the product belongs to P, either A belongs to P or B belongs to P. B belongs to P. This proves that P is a prime ideal of R. P is a prime ideal of R. R is the ring of integers Z. R is the ring of integers. P is a prime ideal of R. Is it fine? One example. Take another example. 2. Assume that R is an integral domain. Assume that if R is an integral domain. What is an integral domain? Integral domain andre ಏನು? Recall from your memory, you have studied this. Integral domain means it's a commutative ring without zero divisor. Commutative ring without zero divisors. A commutative ring without zero divisor. Without zero divisor andre, that is whenever the product is 0, a into b 0, either a 0 or b 0. ಇದು without zero divisor ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೀಗೆ. A commutative ring without zero divisor. Okay. So I'll continue the question. R is an integral domain. Integral domain ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿ ಆಯಿತು. Commutative ring without zero divisor. Okay. Fine. If R is an integral domain and P is ideal generated by 0 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವ. Ideal generated by 0. ಇದನ್ನು ಹೀಗೆ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. ಆಂಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು. ಅಲ್ಲಾದರೆ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಓಪನ್ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಕೊಡಿ, ಹೀಗೆ ಕೊಡಿ. How do you read this? The set generated by 0. Set ideal generated by 0. Generated by 0 ಇದ್ರೆ ಹೀಗೆ ಬರೀತೇವೆ. Generated by 0. Fine? Okay. What is your claim? Ideal generated by 0. Actually this consists of only 0. It consists of only 0. P is, your claim is that P is a prime ideal of R. P is a prime ideal of the ring R, which is an integral domain. Prime ideal of R. Okay. Prime ideal ಅಂತ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಹೇಗೆ? In order to prove that it's a prime ideal, you have to show that whenever the product belongs to P, either A belongs to P or B belongs to P. This is what you have to prove. Fine. Okay. So in order to prove that P is a prime ideal of R, we check as follows. For it is a prime ideal of R for the following reason. What is the reason? You take A into B, the product for any two members A comma B belongs to R. You take A into B belongs to P. P ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. What is P? Ideal generated by 0. Ideal generated by 0. ಇದನ್ನು ಹೀಗೆ ಬರೀಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ಆಂಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀರಿ. This consists of only 0. If AB belongs to P, which consists of only one element, 0, there is no other choice for AB except AB becoming 0. Since set consists of only 0 and AB belongs to this set, we don't have any other choice except going for AB equal to 0. A into B equal to 0 implies either A0 or B0. Tapsum, what is the guarantee? Tapsum, you tell me, what is the guarantee that whenever the product is 0, either A0 or B0, what is the guarantee? Nayana, can you tell me? Can you tell me why A0 or B0? This is possible just because R is an integral domain. R is an integral domain. R is an integral domain ಅಂದರೆ it is free of zero divisors. Free of zero divisor ಅಂದರೆ whenever the product is 0, either A0 or B0. Fine? So this is whenever A into B0, either A0 or B0 is possible since R is an integral domain. This is the reason you have to mention. R is an integral domain. If A is 0, our set P consists of only 0. Our set P consists of only 0. It is generated by 0. If A equal to 0, A belongs to P. This implies either A belongs to P, B0 ಅಂದರೆ B belongs to P because P consists of only 0. So whenever the product belongs to P, either A belongs to P or B belongs to P, right? Thus proving that P is a prime ideal. P is a prime ideal of R. Prime ideal of R. What is R? R is an integral domain. It is free of zero divisors. Okay, fine. So you have gone through this. You just recall one of the problem you have studied in the previous unit. I write it as a note here. Note ಅಂತ ಬರೀತೇನೆ. Okay, it is studied in the previous unit. What is it? Any non-zero ideal of Z, any non-zero ideal of the ring of integers Z is of the form m into Z for some positive integer m. For some positive, this problem you answered. I think I gave it as a homework. You answered, many of you answered it. I remember Nayana has submitted the answer first. I think I have posted that answer to you in the group. Any non-zero ideal of Z is of the form m into Z for some positive integer m. For some positive integer m. You understand what is the meaning of this? If you take a non-zero ideal of Z is a ring of integers. Suppose I is not equal to empty, non-zero. There are two possibilities. Either zero ideal or non-zero ideal. I is not generated by 0. Non-zero ideal is I is not generated by 0. It is not a zero ideal. Zero ideal alla. It is zero ideal. If I is not a zero ideal, then every other ideal other than zero ideal, it is of the form m into Z, 2Z, 3Z, PZ, MZ, where m is a positive integer, Z plus m belongs to Z. Every non-zero ideal of the ring of integers is of the form mz. It's already proved by you, answered by you. I believe that Melrisha gave the answer, Nayana gave the answer, many have given the answer. And I think I have posted this in your this solution being posted in your group. Fine. So please remember that any non-zero ideal of a ring of integers, ring Z, any non-zero ideal of ring of integers is of the form mz. Mz andre it is generated by m. Mz andre generated by m. This is how you write generated by m. ಅಥವಾ ಹೀಗೆ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಕೊಡಿ generated by m. Generated by m andre every member is a multiple mp or mx where x belongs to Z. Every member is a multiple of m. Generated by m andre every member is a multiple of m. Fine. Actually, I have promised you, or we thought of covering one definition, one example and one result. ಈಗ example ಎರಡಾಯಿತು, only one definition, but since we have begun the topic today, we had to give an introduction, ಅಂದರೆ we had to recall the definition of an ideal, etc. The types of ideals, proper ideal, improper ideal, ideal. These definitions we had to visit. Then we have defined prime ideal. After defining prime ideal, right? After defining prime ideal, we have supplied two examples. Fine. We have supplied two examples. Example 1 and example 2. And a note. Actually, our result, the first result, I will state only, I will prove it in the next video. Proposition. Our plan for picking one definition, one example, one proposition didn't work today because already 20 minutes crossed. Proposition statement ಬರೀತೀನಿ ನಾನು. P is a prime ideal of Z. P is a prime ideal of Z. I am not in a hurry to complete this unit also. We have enough and more time. We will take a little by little. P is a prime ideal of Z. If and only if, this is a proposition we have to prove. If and only if either P is generated by 0. Generated by 0 ಅಂದರೆ it is a set consisting of only 0, or P is of the form PZ for some prime P. This also you have in example 1 ಮತ್ತು example 2 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ ವಿಷಯ ಇದು. These are the things we have discussed in example 1 and example 2. The same the author is giving in the form of a proposition, in the form of a theorem. P is a prime ideal of Z if and only if characterize ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದು. Characterize ಅಂದರೆ you are giving an equivalent condition. Equivalent condition is given here. P implies Q and Q implies P both. If and only if either P is generated by 0 or P is a multiple of P for some prime P. For some prime P. This is the theorem. This you have to prove next. Okay. Since I do not want to widen the video or your time of watching the video, I will not right exceed 25 to 30 minutes. It's already 25 minutes crossed. So the proof requires at least 20 minutes. For the direct part and corners part, we need another 20 minutes for discussion. So I'll put it in the next video. Okay, study till here. You just begun the last unit, unit 5. The title is Prime Ideals and Maximal Ideals. You have defined prime ideal today, supplied two examples, and a note here, and statement of a proposition, whose proof will be discussed in the next video. Thank you.